Here's a bit of trivia for you. Without using Google or the comment section, who created the invisible deck? Stay tuned to the end of this video to find out who. Remember, no using the comments, no using Google. This is a bit of a tough one. The only thing that stops me performing the invisible deck every single solitary waking moment of my life is that I'm stupid and I just forget to put the deck in my pocket. It's a gimmick deck, I'm rushing, I'm stuffing my pockets, I'm out the door like a freaking freight train, and I don't have the deck on me at all because I'm dumb. The one thing I don't forget though is my mobile phone, because I can do everything on my mobile. I can unlock my house with it, I can pay for food with it, I can find my friends with it, and I'm pretty sure all of you around the world don't forget your mobile. It's an absolute necessity. So, a number of years ago, when the iPhone first came out, illusionists took this thought that nobody forgets their phone. They took the idea of the invisible deck, one of the best tricks ever created, and melded them together to create the Invisible Deck app. When this first dropped in the App Store, this was actually one of the most popular magic apps around the world. Thousands of you downloaded it, thousands of you loved it, you gave it rave reviews. The only problem was that over time this became outdated because of Apple redeveloping their iOS so much. Well, I'm sure you can guess what's coming. I'm here to tell you, it's back today. You can go straight to the App Store, download it on your phone. Actually, 2 seconds before you do that, let me just quickly tell you about the app itself, show you what it looks like, and secondly, we're going to find out the answer to who originally created the Invisible Deck. Now, when you first fire up the app, you're going to come to this screen. Now, on this screen, you've got how it works, interactive training and practice. So this will teach you how to use the app, it'll teach you how to practice the app, but it'll also give you a history on the Invisible Deck itself. On the settings screen, you can choose what deck background you want, like the Arcanes, the 1800s, the Black Ghosts. You can also change the background of the app itself. Then you've got the About and the Illusionist homepage link, but the main button on this, once you've learned how to use everything and you've set it up how you want, you click Start Trick. Now in this case, let's imagine the spectator is named the Seven of Clubs. They don't have to say this out loud, this isn't voice recognition. They could write it down on a piece of paper, you could peek it, you could have it chosen, then peek it from the deck, they can whisper it to you, it doesn't matter, but let's just say they've named the Seven of Clubs. You fire up the app and you come to this screen here, and it's a deck of cards on the like a black background. Now you're going to instruct them, you say to the audience, I want you to flick through the cards just like this, okay? So they can continue flicking through the cards any way they want. But eventually, once they see their card's not there, they're going to come across a face down card. They can keep flicking through, they can see it's none of these, but whatever they want, they can double tap the face down card and reveal that it's their selected card, Seven of Clubs. It's the historical, invisible deck that stood the test of time, built into your phone, and as long as you present it properly, this can be an absolute miracle in your pocket at all times. Alright, time to put you out of your misery. Who created the original Invisible Deck? Now, it's a bit of a double-barrel question because there's actually two answers to this. Now, first of all, loads of you are going to get this wrong. This was a really hard one. Unless you went to Google and then typed it in the comments and sat back like you're a boss, you're only going to lose pride. But the answer is split into two parts. It's a bit of a trick question. Now, the Invisible Deck was the name of a routine created by somebody that used somebody's idea for a gimmick deck. So first of all, the gimmick deck was created by Joe Berg, and then the original name for the deck was the Ultra Mental Deck. Right, that's the tricky part. But then the person who created the Invisible Deck routine using that deck was a guy called Eddie Fields. So if you got both of those answers right, then a massive pat on the back to you, 10 points to Gryffindor. You're a magic buff in my eyes. Alright, so to quickly recap, launch yourself to the App Store, download the Invisible Deck app to your phone and start blowing minds with it immediately. This is one of the best tricks ever created. It stood the test of time since the 1930s, almost 100 years on, and now you can do it even if you don't have the Invisible Deck with you. It doesn't get much better than that. Anytime, anywhere, melt some faces. I've been Lloyd Barnes and I'll talk to you really soon.